Creativity galore there with Noah Kipkembwe. Definitely young minds taking the initiative to be the creators of opportunities and also the innovators behind every other thing that we're going to be having next. And now we're going to be talking marketing with Francis Kihara, who is the chairperson at Kenyatta University Marketing Association. I hope I got that right. Most of these innovations or ideas, after they have hit the ground, whether individual or a teamwork, will need somebody to sell the idea, to get the idea, to bridge the idea between the innovators and the market or the consumer as it is. The details of that coming with Francis Kihara. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Now, one amazing thing about today is we have very young minds. And this, I know you did not see coming, but I want you to introduce yourself together with your age, please.
Okay. Okay, I'm Francis Kihara, a student from the School of Business, BCom, majoring in marketing. Yeah,
you don't have to say your age.
Oh,
that was a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're majoring in
marketing.
In marketing,
yeah.
BCom, the option of marketing.
Yeah, the option of marketing.
All right. You are the chairperson, Kenyatta University Marketing Association.
Yeah.
Is that the name?
No, I'm the chairperson, Marketing Society of Kenyatta University.
Marketing Society of Kenyatta University.
Yeah.
This is a society that brings together business students.
Yeah, Marketing Society of Kenyatta University brings together students majoring in marketing and also students with a passion in marketing, or those interested in anything to do with marketing.
Basically, any student who has the idea to be a marketer or who wants to be a business person and wants to know something about marketing. Yeah. Okay. Before we get to that point, when did this association start?
Okay, Marketing Society.
Oh, it's a society.
Yeah,
when
it's
did
a society.
This society begin?
We did it to be a society because when it's a society, it brings everyone on board. Yeah, it started in 1993.
1993.
Yeah.
This is the era of President Moi, right?
Yeah, President Moi, yeah. Yeah, it started in 1993. Some of its founders were serving the Department of Business Administration. Yeah, it started then. But because of some political issues during
the days when they were calling off all the politics from the universities.
Yeah, so it had to be cancelled and to be stopped for some time. And then it re-emerged again in 2013 with the help of Dr. Kilika, with the chairperson business administration. Yeah. From then, it has been kicking, it has been growing day by day.
2013 to 2017, it's big enough.
Yeah, it's big enough.
Who are your main members?
Come again.
Who are the main members of the Marketing Society?
Okay, Marketing Society, it's not limited to a certain group. It's widespread. Yeah, most of our members come from those majoring in marketing, and also those interested in or have a passion to do with marketing.
All right.
Yeah.
So far, what have you identified as the goals of Marketing Society?
Okay, our goal is to train, develop marketers or people who will bring about innovations and things to do with marketing. You believe and you know, in every organization, marketing is key. Because marketing breeds to sales, marketing breeds to product development. Yeah.
So you train and develop, meaning you identify these people when they do not know anything about marketing.
Yeah.
And they come on board and you make them know something about marketing.
Yeah.
So how do you go about this?
Okay, in marketing, there is a plan you go about it. You must identify the mission about what you are selling. When identify a mission, maybe it's KUTV, let's say, for an example. KUTV, what's your mission? What do you want to deliver? It's to deliver news to people or to deliver information to student community. And then you analyze the situation. There is a gap.
All right. You have identified the mission. Let's say you have an idea. You have cabbages.
Yeah.
You want to plant cabbages. So your mission is to, let's say, eliminate hunger. Is it?
Yeah, eliminate hunger, ensure that there is a balanced diet. Yeah.
Okay, in most cases, people just want to make money.
Yeah.
So can we give a mission, for instance, that's just money-oriented? Is it possible?
You can say it's part of it. Yeah.
All right. So identify the mission, and then?
You identify the mission, you analyze or do the situational analysis for it. Then you identify the objectives. What are our
Wait, let's just
objectives?
go slowly, step by step here. Let's assume that we have this young person who has an idea or has a small company and wants to actually know how to go through marketing. So after identifying a mission, and I'm assuming here that when you're talking about a mission, you're talking about how this particular project is going to touch on the society.
Sure.
Then you're talking about situational gap.
Yeah, situational gap.
What is the situational gap?
Okay, situational gap. You need to know what used to happen before, what is happening now, and how will you bridge that gap to create this opportunity of yours to sell to the people here.
Is this a point where you look at if there is something else that looks like yours, competition?
Yeah. Something that looks like yours, or there may be that niche, there is an availability of something that is bridging that gap. Yeah.
So if you, for instance, identify that there is already somebody who is doing the same thing that you're doing within your situational gap analysis, what happens in this case?
Okay, then you have to brand yourself. How do you go about branding? You need to identify that person's maybe weaknesses or the areas that person has not really identified himself with, and then you maximize on it. But then you need to, when you identify that there is that gap, you therefore have to create a way or a strategy that will bring your product to be the best in the market. Yeah.
So identify, okay, situational gap done, then what do we move to?
Okay, you go to developing the objectives. The objectives you want, how you will go about it, what you want to be achieved, and then what next.
You develop the objectives of your project.
Yeah,
for instance, if you have, let's say, the machine that they are talking about, for instance, where it's a machine that's mammogram, I hear, that's going to detect a child in, the mother can, do that detection.
Yeah.
What are some of the objectives that you'd put in place?
Okay, in such a machine, mammogram, you want to identify maybe that child who is inside. So some of the objectives is to maybe track a child is there. Maybe the positions on the car, and also you develop a way to ensure that that period is as comfortable as possible to that person. Yeah, because in marketing is creating something that is comfortable to the customer. It's
creating a comfort to the customer.
Yeah.
If you have an idea of having transport firm, for instance, you want to do taxis and long distance vehicles, what are some of the objectives for a beginner?
For a beginner, you need to know your competition, that's one. And also you need to know why are you going to that business? What are the problems that you are solving? Yeah.
So objectives basically is the project, the problem that the project should be solving.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you have a mission, you've identified how to brand yourself, you have identified the objective or the problem to solve, then what next?
Then you go to developing the strategy, the marketing strategy. Marketing strategy involves things to do with marketing research, product development, things to do with product orientation, things to do with branding, because branding is everything. In branding, you can go to advertising, you need to do promotion. You need to also consider the 4 P's of marketing mix, which is the product. You need to define it well. You need to know the place, which is near to that person.
Let's go slowly here. Marketing strategy. Now, this is the point now where the business mind actually hits the ground with the product.
Sure.
So which is the first marketing strategy? Is it advertising, or is it branding the product, or you can do all of it at the same time?
No. The first thing you need to do is to do the marketing research. Where you go to the field, you do your analysis, you do your interviews with those people to be able to know what is lacking in that field. Yeah. From then, you then go to, you sit down with your committee or your team, and then you try to brand or to build your product based on what you found.
Based on what you found from the research, what they need on the ground.
Yeah, sure. And then from when you sit down with them, you develop now the product. You know the content. Maybe let's say it's coffee or maybe a beverage. You go to the market, maybe some people don't love taking tea, some people love taking Coke. At this time, some people don't love Coke, they love Fanta. and then there is no Fanta in the market. Let's maybe present that there is no Fanta in the market. So when you go back, you develop your Fanta. From what you from the research you did, you know what are things they want. They want a flavor that maybe tastes like an orange thing. Yeah.
So you create a product tailor-made from the content that you got from the ground.
Yeah, sure. And then from developing the product, you then do your research on areas you will market it. That's the place.
Oh, the place. Because you cannot again sell it to just anyone, anywhere.
Yeah. When you go to place is just that market. You need, in today's marketing, in our generation, let's say the millennials, we are not very much into going to that place. We want something to be delivered to us. So now what we do as a MSKU, we try to develop the millennial generation, the millennium mindset, to those people. Because millennials are the main consumers of most products. And they can bring your association down, they can bring your...
Take it up.
Yeah, sure.
And we know they want to be at their comfort zone when they receive services.
Yeah, sure.
So you can make the place a delivery of some sort?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go to... We have done with product, we have done with place, we go to promotion. In promotion, that's where you bring branding, do PR, that's public
branding,
relation.
this is now how the bottle will look, if it is water, milk.
The taste, the branding. Branding goes with branding. Branding, there is packaging, there is advertisement for the branding. Yeah.
What are some of the skills that are needed for branding in this case?
Okay, in branding, you need some design skills.
Creativity.
Also, in branding, you need some of the thing how you design that bottle. There is some IT skills also, because you see how you have branded your logo as KU. It looks unique, because the main objective of branding is to make something look unique and identifiable in the market. You know, it's something you go to the shelf and you see that product is what I need. You go to that product, that Coca-Cola is what I need. That Nokia phone is what I need.
Because of the way it has been packaged. Some water bottles, basically, you buy them because the bottle just looks beautiful. It's black and it looks classy or something different.
Yeah.
So branding is important here, so that it can be a catchy thing, something that somebody wants to grab just by looking at it. And then after this?
You do branding, you do advertisement. Advertisement, there are different types of advertisement.
And this is a critical bit, advertising.
Advertising is creating that awareness in the field that that person will know this product exists, it has these benefits, it solves this problem. Like let's look at maybe which product was advertised, maybe in KU. There was a time we did some activation for CBA Bank. They had an app. It was called the Be More Challenge. It was a simulation game. So in that app, the advertisement part of it tried to solve. This is a be. We want you to be more. How do you want them to be more? We involve them in that. So we did some advertisement with clubs, and we some posters.
So is it right to assume that before you hit the radio and the newspaper and the TV with your advertising, maybe you need to begin from the ground? How do you begin advertising?
Okay, advertising, you begin from knowing the benefits. Your internal team must know what are they are selling. Its benefits, its uniqueness, its basically what is it solving. Yeah, so your internal team must first buy your idea. But then you go to the ground. You can deal with the customers around, you sell. And in advertisement, you can do things like sampling in it.
Oh, so you must have some free pieces of whatever product you have.
Not a must, but it's part of it. It should be part of it.
But it requires a lot of humility, I'm assuming, because this means you literally have to hit the ground on your feet with your product. Is it so?
Yeah. So basically, it takes time, surely, for a product to hit the market, because you need first to to sell to some people, those people refer you to others. And when they refer you to others, your brand now starts to expand. That's when you think of things to do with TV, maybe radio, maybe some billboards, yeah.
So in short, you're saying if you want to begin advertising, you must begin with human contact. You and the consumer, your team and the consumers. You spread and reach people individually.
Yeah, yeah.
What is the risk of skipping this step?
Okay, when you skip
advertising from the ground, and maybe you begin from the supermarkets or you begin from the shops and the shelves.
Okay, your product may fail. People are not aware of what you are selling. They just see a new product, but they're not aware what are its strengths, what are its uniqueness, what is it solving generally. Yeah. But
the youths are scared of getting dirty, because going to the ground to meet the consumer, it's a dirty job. I mean, do you think they can hack this particular stage of advertising?
You can't hack it. You must go that step. You must know what do they want. And then when you go to the human people, they have feelings. And those feelings, they will tell you, if a product is bad, they will tell you it's bad. They will tell you where to improve on it. But when it goes direct to the shelves, that person, the seller, just wants an income. They just want to sell their thing, but doesn't tell those people consuming it have a choice to choose from other products, not just your product.
The seller is not going to market for you. But Generation Y wants to go to Facebook and put the products there and videos of themselves selling this product, or maybe YouTube and all. How safe are they? They do not want to get dirty.
Okay, for millennials are the most stressing people.
They're most stressful. Yeah. You know, you're speaking as if...
They're most, because sometimes they are not loyal as compared to Generation X and the baby boomers. For baby boomers, you can skip that part. The baby boomers are those 1945 to 1963.
I didn't even know that. Them, they are loyal.
Them, they are loyal. They buy a product, they identify themselves, and they are very loyal. They will promote that small thing and see it grow. For Generation X, it's what people, after independence, most African countries got independent. So they carried most of their characters from their mothers and fathers from the baby boomer generation. So they have a bit of loyalty.
They have some loyalty in them.
Yeah. And they go for it. They come ask you, what are you selling? What are the benefits? And they will really promote. For us, from 1986 to now.
Terrible.
They're unpredictable.
But I think it's good to be unpredictable for them. I mean, for the business people, because that means a new product can easily catch up quite fast. And this simply means maybe then we need to begin going into churches, things like that. I'm told that our time is up, but as we finish, what are some of the achievements that the society has brought forward so far?
Okay, MSKU has tried to bridge the gap between students and the faculties of the around school. They have created a harmony or an understanding with the schools. Most of our students are involved in some of the marketing activities done by KU, like in February, we had an event we marketed for Israel. It was a Holocaust thing. We partnered with KU and our students took part. Other achievements, they are personal. Some are personal, because there was a guy who was part of marketing, was called Kelvin Kuria. He had done some marketing for Unilever and also gone abroad, because after he has developed skills from KU, he has gone abroad. He's in Rwanda right now he's a country brand manager for Royco.
Definitely.
In Rwanda.
Good things happening from this society.
Yeah.
It was a great pleasure having you. I know time has moved quite fast. I thought we had more time. But hey, continue inspiring and building those business minds and telling them to go back to the churches to campaign for their products. Well, that was the Marketing Society from Kenyatta University. Marketing is indeed a critical stage in building business. We believe you have benefited. Keep it right here for more. It's KUTV Rise Today and Bishara Tuesday. It is. Keep talking to us, tweeting us and asking whatever questions you have, especially towards this topic. We'll be right back.